Welcome to the Phases of You and I, because just like the moon, we all go through phases. And on this podcast, we talk about the different phases we all go through in life while keeping it real, raw, fun, and entertaining. I'm your girl, Danny K.
And I'm your girl, Sammy Soul.
And on tonight's
And I'm Tori Chanel.
okay, that's right, girl. Let them know. And on tonight's episode, we're gonna be talking about pussy power, your pussy, and healing the womb. And like Tori said, she's a special guest on our episode for tonight, Miss Tori Chanel.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it.
Definitely.
Thank you. I'm excited. This is my first ever podcast. Like
For
I've
real?
never done a podcast.
Okay, I feel special.
No. Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna jump right into phase one, which is our affirmations. My affirmation is it came from a song, but I like it. It's I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that bitch.
Maybe.
I listen to that every morning.
Oh.
Okay, so my affirmation is this glow that I have comes from the carefree flow of my soul. If it's not about my money or my happiness, it doesn't involve me.
Right.
Yes. So right now, my affirmation, I've been saying it every day, is pure awareness. I am, and it's from YouTube. It's a mantra that I do every morning, just because I'm working on staying conscious and aware in my daily life, especially because like right now I'm going through a strange phase where I'm just struggling to like be present and show up for myself. So pure awareness, I am. I say it 1,000 times every morning and throughout the day.
I like
That's dope.
I like that.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Shout out to the affirmations for today.
Yes. So y'all, we're gonna go right into phase two, catching up. So how has everybody been? How has today been going for you guys?
Long.
Things have been strange.
Strange.
Yeah, things have just been weird. Like, I don't know. Sometimes like different layers of yourself is just peeling apart. And so like you have to learn that, like you have to learn the new you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard. Like getting to know people is cool, but like getting to know the new you is like, and you're stuck with you. It's like I could get to know somebody and not like them and I could stop talking to them.
Right.
But like I can't get to know me and stop talking to me. So like things are weird. Like I'm realizing like, you know how you get older and like you don't think what you thought like when you were like 18 or 19.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now. And I don't understand that. I think it's so weird. I'm like, what's wrong with me?
Now,
Can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was agreeing. I was like just learning new things about yourself, what you like, what you don't like, and I'm not gonna say it's scary. I prefer the word that you said. It's strange. It's because you got to be willing to open yourself up to that change about yourself, and I guess in a way that can be scary because we as people can get comfortable and content where we are in life, but you got to learn how to embrace it, but not be easy.
Yeah.
Like, who are you even?
Yeah.
Who are you? But I just drove from South Carolina. I'm tired. No, it was only 2 hours, but I was driving all weekend and I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm good. Like living in the moment.
And you just had a birthday.
Yeah, my birthday was in May.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yeah. Thank you.
I've been good. Today has been good. Yeah, I'm happy about the faith and the confirmations I have been getting around this time. So I'm just super excited about what's next and what's going on now.
Yeah,
That's dope. Yeah.
that's good. But I'm not gonna hold you today. Throw it in the trash. Y'all, they need to send these kids back to school because driving me crazy for real. Like I can't get nothing done. Everything is, mommy, can I do this? Mommy, can I do that? And then my son is sassy. Like boys, like people be like, oh, boys are easier. When, where, and how? Like he got the smartest mouth in the world. Everything is why and can I, and like it's like, oh, can you go and like go in your room and play? Well, mommy, and I'm and no.
Oh man.
You gotta be like,
I don't got no kids, but I was at my best friend's house today and I was helping her with her kids because her husband is working in a new state.
Mm-hmm.
So like while she was working from home, I had both of them, 1 and 2. Baby, let's go burn these thumbs. Yo, I'm trying to get work done myself. And like they don't stop. They don't stop.
No.
Year old,
How old are they?
1 and 2. And into everything, like literally into everything. Like I was like,
no.
oh no, how you do it?
yeah, I'm about to, that's a responsibility I'm not ready for.
Ooh. And you know what? That's amazing that you're able to admit that. Like a lot of people are not able to admit that they're not ready for kids. Like people will just be like, "Oh, I don't want to have kids," and it's okay to not want to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely okay. But like a lot of people are not able to admit that they're just not ready, and it's okay to not be ready. Because like I love my son very much, but like what was I doing at 19 that I thought that I could have a baby? What was I doing? Like, why? Like every day, and it's crazy because I was just talking about this with my friend my best friend doesn't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, yeah, what made you want to have a baby at 19? Like, she's like, I love my godson, but like, what made you want to do that? And I was like, girl, when I turned 18, I thought that it was time for me to settle down and get married. I never wanted to have kids. I never wanted to have kids. But I thought that it was time for me to settle down. I had a boyfriend. We were living together at 18. Like, so I was like, when I got pregnant, it was an accident. But when I got pregnant, I was like, well, we live together.
Mm-hmm.
Be together. We could get married, blah, blah, blah. No. It was all fun and games until he turned 3. And then I was just like, whoa, this is getting expensive. You talk too much.
Bro,
you don't sleep in your own bed. Like,
listen, I was expecting to bring my nieces back with me to stay with me for a week. They live in South Carolina. They're 4 and 6 years old. I was like, nah, y'all good.
Stay right here. Stay with your mama.
Because I will be calling your mother like, yeah, you gotta meet you because you gotta come get your kids. I can't. Well, I can't. I cannot.
Because kids are a lot, man. Kids are a lot.
They so
it's
different.
only fun when you can give them back.
Oh, definitely. See, I have 16 nieces and nephews. I am good where I'm at.
Wow.
I am
yeah. Yeah, man. I wish I grew up in your family because I would have knew. I'm the baby. So there was no babies. I'm the baby. So I was like, I could do it. I could have kids. It was not about me anymore. And that's the problem.
Your screen is freezing. I don't know why.
Me?
Yeah.
Let me see. Is it better now?
Yeah, but like when you were talking like earlier, it was just like it was on and off. Like it wasn't like just
okay.
I don't know. But we could still hear you, but
Okay, as long as it's better now. I think
yeah.
it's jumping Wi-Fi. It's going from the guest to the regular. I don't know why.
Oh.
But yeah.
So we're gonna get into the topic, which is pussy power. But before we jump into the topic, we're gonna allow Tori to introduce herself, what she do, and let you know who you are.
Okay, so I'm Tori. I'm 26. I'm from Maryland, but I love to tell people that I'm mixed with like Maryland, with PG and Brooklyn, because I bounce back and forth between Maryland and New York. So, yeah, and I am multi-talented. I am a womb healer. I teach yoga. Soon I'll be teaching pole, but we'll get into that later. That the rats. I'm a mommy, and I consider that a job and like a talent because, child,
That's a triple full-time job. Like
that is a job.
Full-time job. Listen, that's why if I have a child, I need the time because I can't work full-time and be a full-time. I just can't.
No, for real. No, seriously. Listen, don't have kids until you with somebody who will allow you to stay home.
Right.
Because I'm blessed in that way. But listen, my friends who be telling me they go to work and take care of their kids, I be like,
you gotta work 8, 12 hours, then go pick up your child, and then have to have time to sleep and do that.
And then go be a parent.
And then have a social life.
Yeah, that's a lot to balance.
And if you're married, you got to be there for your husband or wife. Oh no, baby.
Yeah. See, I have to choose. It's either I'm gonna be a mommy or I'm gonna be a wife. I ain't doing both.
For real. For real.
I'm not doing both.
Yo.
Because you want me to make you dinner, make you a plate, have sex with you, rub your feet, talk to you, listen to you. No, kiss my ass.
Niggas is niggas.
No. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I can't. Just thinking about it is too much. But yeah. And some of the things that I like to do in my spare time is obviously I love to pole dance. And I'm also a dancer, so a stripper. And in my spare time, I really like it to be quiet. Like, so I like to read, I like to smoke, and I'm not a social smoker. I smoke by myself. Because I just like to sit with my thoughts. But I like to be quiet when I can, because when you have a child, you never can be quiet. So I never really like enjoyed quiet before. I never really realized how peace is so important. But like in my spare time, most of the time, I love for it to be quiet because my kid wants to talk 24/7. Like he wake up
ready,
morning, mommy.
ready.
So I like to read and be quiet in my spare time. Yeah, I'm kind of boring. That's pretty much all.
That's crazy you said you like, to be quiet, because recently I just find myself just sitting in the house with no noise. Like I'll just sit in here. Like I don't want to hear no music. I don't want the TV on. Like I barely watch TV, and I love watching movies and I love being watching series. But like lately, I just want to sit in quiet. I don't want to listen to anything.
It's so
yeah.
And I thought it was like something wrong with me. Like what is wrong with me? But what?
I feel like though, and I honestly, when I'm in a car, you know, definitely if I'm by my, nothing is on. I don't turn on the radio. I really would rarely listen to music. I'm just driving in silence. And I just find that like so calming and so peaceful. So I definitely understand just wanting to have that peace and quiet.
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes when I'm driving, especially when I'm long.
Because it's so relaxing, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, especially when you're driving.
Driving.
But see, I'm not gonna hold y'all.
What happened?
What you say?
Oh, I was like, when I'm road
When
trip,
you're road trip driving, what did you say?
I have different genres. Like I'll listen to like I gotta listen to my rap music, gotta listen to R&B, gotta listen to my reggae, gotta listen to my gospel. Then I need the radio off, turn everything off. Gotta have my different segments.
Gotta balance it out. I feel that.
Yeah. No, and right there and there and there and there. Deshaun, just go put something else on. Deshaun, go put okay. I'm sorry, guys. Deshaun, just take that right there and just go. Yes, and just go. Okay, go back in your room. Bye. Go in your room. I'm not laughing.
He know mommy doing something. He's like,
Deshaun, go in your room. All right, I'm about to call your dad. Go. I'm not playing. I'm serious. Go in your room. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Go in your room, please. You're playing too much. Bye-bye. Thank you. Deshaun, I didn't hurt you. You just very dramatic. See? Reason number 25,863. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Not for nothing.
Don't do it.
If I get pregnant, I want a little boy. They so cool. Little boys.
Girl, crazy.
Nah, because I got mad nieces. I don't need no more girls.
Listen, you know what? If you have a boy, you gotta have a girl. I mean, you can't control it, but you gotta have a girl to balance it out. I've seen that. Like my sister has a son, and then she had a daughter, and she deals with the same things I deal with my son. Like he's just a pain in the ass. He talk back. He don't listen. He's rough. He do too much. He's too hyper. But then her daughter, she started having problems more so now, like with her mouth and her attitude. But like she just started that, and she's becoming a preteen. So like that's understandable. But when little girls are young, they're okay for the most part. You know, they got a little slump.
No.
Oh, maybe it just depends on the kid.
They're 4 and 6. They're already teenagers. Like they act like they teenagers. They have attitudes. I be thinking they cycle about to come on. Like what's going on? They be PMSing. They're PMS 24/7. They so sassy. Little girls are sassy.
My 1-year-old niece, when I say she already at that point, you tell her to do something she don't want to do, and she hit you with, oh gosh. The first time she said it, and I said, girl, where you learn that from? And she looked at me and rolled her eyes. I said, you got it. I got it. You got it.
Little girls are sassy.
Y'all see, it's okay. I'm one and done anyway. It don't matter.
That's it. That's what I was like. I want to have a boy and girl twins. Like I want twins, and I want it to be a boy and a girl, and just be done. That's it.
Have fun.
I will. I need a strong support system though. Gotta make sure.
I am one and done. This little boy be stressing my ass out. I'm done. And it was funny because his dad and I, we like hang out once a month to like keep our friendship. Mm-hmm. And he was like, if we were still together, would you want to have more? I was like, he's like, you're a great mom though. And I was like, and you're a great father. And we are going to be great parents to this one child.
That's it.
I was like, you can have more. You are more than welcome to go out there and have more, but I am not. He was like, nah, it's a lot going on in the world right now, so I don't want to have any more. But he was like, I was like, well, you need to unthink whatever you was thinking because it ain't going down with me.
I feel that this world is mad crazy.
And that's probably the main reason why I'm not ready. There's so much going on. I don't think I'll be wanting to bring a child in the world. Like, it's crazy.
It's scary. It's scary with, like the school shootings, the things that's going on. It's scary. When I watch stuff now, I have a different outlook. Like, I don't know if you guys watched on Netflix back when it came out, When They See Us, I think that's what it's called.
Yes.
With the Central Park 5.
Yeah.
Stuff like that scares me. Trayvon Martin, what happened with him, that scares me. It's
the guy scary. From Rutgers, he was wrongly accused. What's his name? I seen that documentary. That was
that was scary. That was so scary. And like, having kids is scary. Like I don't want to tell people, oh no, don't have kids, because like, that's a beautiful thing to have kids, but it's also scary. Like, it's one thing to have to worry about yourself on a daily basis, like, it's you, but for another life that you brought into this world to be in somebody else's care, or they're outside with their friends, or they hanging out, that's so scary. Like, that is my biggest fear. Even little stuff, like, it took me forever. My son just started school last year, and he didn't really go to daycare unless he went with me. And the one time he did, something happened, and I was not the same ever since. So like, every day he goes to school, I have so much anxiety. Like, he goes to a school where the school is not 8 hours a day. It's less than that, because I'm so scared. Like, I'm so scared to move him to a different school. I'm so scared to, he's never been left with anybody. He's only been left with his grandmother. I've never, like, I don't have a babysitter for him. The nanny we had, I knew her because I worked with her, but like, I'm petrified. Like, and people always tell me, like, he's a kid, you can't be like that, because he has to grow up, he has to be able to see the world and navigate. And I'm like, yo, but if something happens to my baby, something gonna happen to them.
Right.
Like, and it's scary, and I don't want to go to jail. Like, I'm a very pretty girl. I'm not gonna last in there. And I don't want to kill myself either, or I don't want to get myself killed. So it's just like, I be trying to protect him, but it's hard. You can't shield your child.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's scary. It's scary. Go in your room. Nah, I don't care. Go in your room. Go in your room. Thank you. Sorry.
But yeah, like, even in daycare, like, so many kids are getting abused. Babies are dying in daycare. I was like, what? Like, why are you working in a daycare if you're going to treat a child like that?
I see.
Because
of this, she got mad at the daycare kids because they told another teacher about how she was talking to them, treating them. And this lady really was yelling at the kids, came in, because they fired her. She came in yelling at the kids, telling them, y'all ungrateful, y'all bad as hell. Like, she was just going in on like small kids. And it just shocked me that they really allowed her to do it, like, to get all that out. Like, you're talking to kids. First of all, these are not your kids. And you're talking to kids in that manner, like, you really shouldn't be working there at all. It was just crazy. It was shocking and crazy.
They allow her to like finish what she was doing. Like, nobody stopped her.
They was trying to put her, like, nobody, like, it's about a 3-minute video. I couldn't watch the whole thing. It was about a 3-minute video. And I was just like, so y'all sitting here recording her instead of asking her or calling the police or something. Y'all still allowing her to speak.
That's ridiculous.
But you know what? I worked with kids. I worked with kids from when I was 16 until I was about 22, 23. And what I will say is that on the daycare aspect, it is evil. Like, it's either they love those kids and that's their passion and they don't care about how much they're getting paid, or they're just there for a check. So they don't care about the kids. And, the reason why I don't trust daycare is because I've seen a lot. I've
Mhm.
seen a lot. I've seen a lot. I've I've told parents and had to quit or gotten fired because they don't be caring about these kids. They do not care. And then I've seen stuff like coworkers, they favor kids and they tell the kids like, "Oh, this my favorite. This my favorite." Or be recording kids. And now it's close friends, but before that, older parents don't be having Snapchat and stuff like that. So coworkers were recording kids and putting them on Snapchat of them crying or something embarrassing that they did. And I'm just like, these are not our kids.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? And people they don't care. And that's why I'd be like, please be so conscious of where you're putting your kid and be proactive, like be a part of it.
Mhm.
Make sure you know what's going on throughout the day, because parents, I get it, it's hard, but like, you can't just drop your kids off and expect for these people to be parents to your kids, because it
Right.
ain't gonna happen.
Mhm.
It's not gonna happen. So you gotta be proactive. Like, what's my kid doing? How is my child's day? I'm not saying send a bunch of pictures and a bunch of texts, but like, just because it's really scary. Like, it's scary. That's why I ain't having no more.
It's so
I ain't
crazy.
having no more. I just want to reiterate that so that God hears me too.
No more.
One and done. So we're gonna jump right into the topic, you guys. So the first thing I want to ask you, Tori, is what made you interested in wanting to know more about the vagina and the womb and healing the womb and everything?
My baby, my son. I could not believe I pushed a baby out my vagina. Yeah. I can't believe I'm such a goofball when I talk about it, but like, I can't believe that 7-pound little thing came out of me. And I was like, it's no way. It's no way. So like, from then, I just became interested in health. Like, I was breastfeeding, so I was like, all right, I gotta be healthy. I gotta, I gotta make sure I get all my nutrients and stuff like that. And then I was coming off of birth control because I was having like really serious issues with birth control. And that's when I just was like, I'm looking for natural ways, and I just became super interested in a vagina. Like, and then I realized how much we don't know. Well, how much I didn't know about vaginas. Like, I didn't know how to orgasm. I didn't know how to squirt. I didn't know what parts, like, because, for a long time, I could say anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a long time, I didn't understand why I didn't enjoy head. Like, people be like, girls would be like, yeah, I got some head, and that's your phone. Be like, oh. I don't like head. Like, it's cool. It's cool to say like, yeah, that man gave me some head. But I'd be like, yeah, if you don't put something in me. But then I realized it's because, like, one, men don't know how to give head. Like, I've gotten head from both, and men just don't know how. You gotta tell them, you gotta kind of teach them. And I didn't know how to teach no man how to give head because I didn't know anything about a vagina. Like, I didn't know what I thought I did. Like, I didn't know how to clean a vagina, nothing. So I just became super interested. I got my first book. It was called the Vagina Bible.
Mhm.
And I was just so interested, and it's just been, I'm still interested. Like, I'm still learning about the vagina and what it does, and there's so much things that a vagina can do.
Like, it's so much about the vagina to learn about.
It is.
Didn't think it just that.
Yes.
Didn't just think it's just one thing, like just pound, that's it. A lot of men just think that,
No.
men don't know shit about vagina.
They don't.
And they swear they do. Like they gonna tell you what they think they know, or everything that you should do to your vagina, or like niggas don't know shit.
They like,
Don't know shit.
that don't feel right. You doing that wrong.
Right?
No.
And they think that,
Yes.
and they think that it's supposed to hurt. I'm like, it's not supposed to hurt.
It's not.
Like you put too much.
And you know what's crazy? It's so funny because I've learned so much. Like, I'm sorry. A man will say, like, yeah, because I know this, that, and this. And I have realized that I've come across men now and they're so intimidated by me. They are so afraid or insecure because I'll be like,
Mm-mm.
and they be like, no. No. And it's just so bad. They like, or like, it's so funny. I had an experience last year. It was so funny. This man said to me, he was like, yeah, I can make you squirt in 10 seconds. I said, how? Tell me. I want you to tell me, and then I'm gonna tell you if that's gonna work. He was like, all right. And he told me, and I was like, no. No. He was like, all right, let me see if I can do it. I was like, okay. And y'all, I lied to you not. I just laid there and he was like, it's not working. I was like, oh no.
No, sir.
I told you it's not gonna work.
It's not working.
It's not gonna work. It's not working. And I was like, and I know she not broken. And then y'all, this is the kicker. I was like, I bet you I can do it to myself. And I want you to watch. I made that man watch. He was so mad. Y'all, he never talked to me after that. He has not spoken to me.
He let his
Wow.
That was a teachable moment.
Wow. I feel like men should humble themselves and just like let a woman teach
Yes.
you about their vagina. This is mine. Like let me teach you what she wants and what makes her feel good. And men, a lot of men can't do that.
No. And it's crazy because I was just saying, I was like, I hope he didn't take that to nobody else and do that with nobody else. Because how you gonna stop?
I bet you he did. I bet you he did.
And I'm so mad.
You know what? That's
He gonna tell the girl, I can make you squirt in 10 minutes.
right.
And I remember that Tori taught you that.
Check this out. He gonna try to do that, but I bet you it didn't work. It still didn't work. Still didn't work.
Because he didn't even know what spot to hit. Like, you don't know what fingers or what part. Bye.
He wasn't willing to ask those questions. He was just like, all right, whatever. That male ego kicked in, and he was like, she don't know what she's talking
about.
See, and men need to kill that ego.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a woman, we ask them what they like. But see, men are selfish. Like, we ask them what they like. We pay attention to cues and stuff. Men don't pay it unless he like really loves you or he's like deeply in love with you. I've noticed that. I've only had one dude, and I've been able to put my pride aside to say that I've only had one dude who truly liked me and loved me enough to figure out what I liked. He asked me, paid attention to my cues. Other men, they don't do that. They do what feel good to them.
That's it.
Or what they think feel good.
I never came across that a man that's willing to even ask. And I think for a while that's where my disconnect came in for myself. Because for one, I didn't know how to please myself. I said this on the podcast before. I never had an orgasm. I don't know how it feels. And it sucks. I never even had one for myself because I'm still trying to learn what I like and what I don't like. Past relationships and past situationships. It was like, did I really like that? Or was just in the moment?
Yeah.
And I also was the type of person, it was like, I was more of a giver. So I was never received, like, never really getting the pleasure. Like, of course it felt good, but it was like, am I really fulfilled with it? And I really wasn't. So now I'm at a space where it's like, it's such a disconnect. Like, I don't know. It's that disconnect that I'm trying to find. I got to work on me and my woman to get right.
Yeah, it's more so you have to like dig deep with yourself and also know what you like for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like because I've learned that I had to figure out what I like instead of what they like.
Mm-hmm.
And and also like it also came with a lot of confidence. I didn't have a lot of confidence. Like I had no confidence, especially after having the baby. Oh God, it got worse. Cause I lost a lot of weight. Like I was used to being thick and then I got really skinny. And I ain't like that. And I was like, no confidence. um, but I think it's more so like, yeah, the when you put in like the womb work, you see so much of a difference. And that's another reason why I was so interested in the womb, because I was learning that so many women were saying that that they were gaining confidence because of their wombs, like it comes from their womb. And I didn't really believe that at first. Like, what? Like, but you got good coochie, and that's what makes you have confidence. Like, but I was like, well, a coochie is a coochie. I was so ignorant. I used to be like, a coochie is a coochie, and we all technically have good coochie, so we all should have confidence. So that doesn't make sense. I was so ignorant. But it is true. Like when you do like the work in your womb, it's like it's such a difference. It's such a difference. It's crazy.
So I got a question. How do you feel about women bragging? Like it's, like how women they like brag on their pussy, like I got that good pussy, but a lot of women never had an orgasm, or so it's like, how do you feel about women going around saying that but not really knowing their vagina, not really allowing a man to please them? They thinking that, oh, just because your nigga nutted, that means you got good vagina.
How do I feel? Okay, so like
all nuts ain't good nuts.
all nuts is not good nuts. No, they're not. But how I feel is, and it's funny because like a dude asked me that. I feel like we have a lot of times women are fake. A lot of people generally are faking it until they make it. Like they gotta tell themselves, this is this and this is that, just to feel that way, right? But it just goes back to like women are saying that they coochie is good only because a nigga did something. Like what about and those women don't do enough work. Like they not doing it. They probably don't masturbate. They probably don't even know how to make themselves orgasm. I feel like if you don't know how to make yourself orgasm and squirt, you can't tell somebody else how to do it. And then those women that did they get that from a man, like a man made them orgasm or squirt or whatever, since they don't know how to do it, they're gonna be attached to that man because they can't find another man to do it. And that I've seen that. Like it's happened to me. I've seen it to somebody else, for other people. It's just so I think you brag on what you want to brag on, but you need to brag and be truth to yourself. Like if you don't brag because you made a nigga come. I could make a nigga come. Anybody can make a nigga come. A dog could make a nigga come. Niggas won't fuck anything. No, listen, men. A lot of these nasty niggas will come off anything. If a lamp got a coochie, they going nuts. It's just it, and that doesn't excite me. Like when a girl be like, "Yeah, I made this nigga," I'll be like, "Girl, he will nut for a roach." Like, please, like, please. But when women could say to me like, "Yeah, girl, I was in the room last night and I made myself back to back do this," and I'm like, "How you do it? I'm interested." How you do that? Because like it's always about a nigga. Unfortunately, for some people, it's always about a nigga. Like you can never ask anybody. Well, not anybody, but some people you can't ever ask them like, "Oh, why did you get your hair like that? It's beautiful." Oh well, my dude told me he liked it. Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, but do you like it?
Right, girl.
No. Like it's always about a nigga. It makes me so mad.
My man left you for dead, Carisha.
Yeah.
My man left you for dead.
These hoes for dead.
My man dead.
Because listen, right? Do you ever ask a nigga, "Oh, So who you getting a haircut for? Myself.
Right.
Niggas don't do shit for nobody.
Nobody.
What you buy them shoes for? Because I like them. They look good on my feet. They don't do nothing for us. So what the hell? Like, and I want women to know, like, pussy holds so much power. Like, pussy holds so much power. You just gotta know how to use it on these men because it's easy without even giving it to them. Like,
so we can. I want to ask, like, what are some like some proper ways to care for the vagina, and even when it comes like for health wise, even masturbation. What are some things like the proper ways?
first things first, just leave her alone. Just leave that girl alone. Like a lot of people use like Vagisil and what's the other thing? Summer's Eve and stuff like that. And that stuff actually throws off your pH balance. Like using stuff like Dove, because like Dove is like a beauty bar. Like using stuff like that it's not really good for your vagina. It throws off your pH balance. Not so I don't want to tell people not to use condoms, but like you got to be careful of the condoms that you use. Women should carry their own condoms because men are just a mess. Eating, I know, like, I don't. So as far as what you should eat for your vagina, a lot of people be like, "Oh, you're supposed to eat pineapples," and it's any acidic fruit, like pineapples, oranges, mangoes, anything like fruit generally. But your coochie should not taste like fruit. Your vagina should taste like a vagina.
I eat my pineapple because my dick is coming over.
No, but
I'm not gonna lie. I was in a number. I was in a number, unfortunately. I was in a number.
Please.
That's when I was young and dumb and full of cum.
Because that
Me too.
Like, because I when people heard eat your pineapples, we ran with it. We ran
with it. We was kids. We was kids. You know what? One of my friends, y'all, she's so crazy. One of my friends, when we was kids, she told me that her nigga actually put a pineapple up there. And I was like, what's wrong with y'all? Why would y'all do that?
I didn't go that far.
What's wrong with you? No, you're not supposed to. Rule number 4089. Like, what? Don't put nothing up there.
Oh no.
I was young
A
and dumb.
pineapple.
I was young, and I hate to admit this, but I ain't gonna lie. I was young and dumb. I know better now. Let me put that out there. I know better now. But I had this little dude I was real interested in, and like, yeah, I had really liked him or whatever. And he was like, I want you to do something with a fruit roll up. I ain't gonna lie, my dumb ass did it.
Oh,
Did it.
not even pineapple.
No, I fucking candy. A fucking candy. Like, what is wrong with
Oh shit. That's how you know niggas are dumb.
Yeah, like, hell, I was dumb for listening to the motherfucker.
You was.
Oh well, girl, don't worry, because it was my idea. So I was dumb for even. We was young. What was we supposed to do?
But that's so crazy because that's where the sex education needs to come in at, because nobody does this shit. We just doing what we think.
We was just winging it.
Yeah.
We was just thinking that that's what we're supposed to do.
Right. That's where sex education needs to come in, because these kids need to learn as young as like 13, 14, because that's when kids are starting to do it now. It should definitely be in high school, like.
And it's crazy because you know, like, I feel like now these kids are gonna get it. Like now, you know, everybody's more interested in sex. And kids are having sex younger. Y'all, when I was in middle school in 8th grade, somebody was pregnant in 7th grade. And I was just like, that could happen? Oh my God. So it's just like, I think now, people are taking care of their bodies more. I don't know. I feel bad for the boys, but the girls, because these men, they still lost in the sauce. But these girls, it's easier for them to, talk to somebody. There's older sisters. I think even though moms are young, moms are more interested in holistic health and stuff like that. So I think that that's good. But like I said, I feel bad for the boys because, my son has me, but like, what if he just had his dad?
Because these men are
And his dad is still very much.
They still have the high ego and they still want to teach the next person what their parents taught them, or their dad and their granddad taught them. They're not open to change or open to realizing that, it's more to what you've been taught, and some stuff that you have been taught is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But they stuck.
Yeah. They're stuck. And men, and I've noticed that men are stuck here.
Like, they out there telling their kids, like, go get as many girls as you want, get as many as you want, like, just have fun, like, okay, but not teaching them the proper way. Well, hell, they don't know themselves on how to please a woman. So
right. And also, I think it's sad that how like if a girl gets molested or touched by a teacher, that's a problem, or like the older babysitter or something. But like when it happens to a boy, that's not. It's like a high five. Not knowing that, like, that's traumatizing. To like, that's why some boys be having them issues when they get older. Like, they like do it to girls that it got done to when they were their age. They do it to those girls, or like, and people don't be realizing that trauma. And I'm like, please stop high fiving these boys. That is disgusting. And that teacher needs to be arrested.
Boosie do that to his son. Boosie have them strippers and stuff come over, and his son be right there. I'm just like, oh Lord Jesus, I just.
Promise that the movie.
And where's his mom?
Like, and how he was so traumatized as an adult and as a man because he's been being touched on by this grown ass lady. Like that, it's crazy.
And that's disgusting.
That's very disgusting.
It's disgusting. I hate it. I hate it. But
and when I tell you, so many of the guys, middle school through high school, so mainly it was middle school. A substitute, she was there for a long period of time. When I tell you, so many of the basketball and football players said that they done had sex with this lady. This is a grown lady. Y'all, we 16 and 14, 15, 16, 17. Like, when I say this lady ran through the whole football team. The whole football team.
Because she have the audacity.
Videos and all. Videos, pictures, like she used to send. And it was just shocking.
Did she ever get in trouble?
She never got in trouble.
Of course she didn't.
A long time.
Of course she didn't, because they thought it was a joke. No parents press charges. No. Listen, that's what I be talking about, man. Pray for whoever be messing with don't mess with my kid.
Right.
Because that's terrible. Like, I can't, that's disgusting. And what even about a child turns you on?
Exactly.
Right.
Like, what?
Right.
A child that's not fully developed? Like, are you serious?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
That's gross.
It's nasty. But as far as like the health of my vagina, or vaginas generally, masturbating has become essential. Like, essential. It's really good for loving yourself. Like, really good. Like I said, once you learn to please yourself, it's like, I mean, of course you want the intimacy of like somebody else, but like once you learn how to please yourself, it's like you're invincible. Like, you're invincible. Like, who's gonna stop me? Like, it's really like that. But masturbating takes time to like perfect. Like, not perfect, but it takes time. Like, because you gotta learn yourself. A lot of us, I feel like, are conditioned to please a man. So like, we don't know how to please ourselves. But it's so, and also like, it makes you happy. Like, what's that thing you produce? What is it? When you happy, is it oxytocin? No, that's not what it is.
Endorphin?
If, I feel like, isn't it? No, wait, I know what you're talking about. I cannot think.
Yes, I can't think. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't get it out. But when you come, you have a good day. You have a good day. And it's important, but it's important. It's healthy. It keeps your skin clear. It keeps you from yelling at people. Like, it's really good for you, and it just opens up your mind. Like, when you masturbate, it's like you learn, since you're learning about yourself, it makes you want to learn more about yourself, and it makes you want to learn more about sex, and it makes you comfortable. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of confidence, especially after having a baby. Like, my stomach was, I had this flabby stomach, and I was real skinny, and then I had all this acne. My titties were just like, just looking like, looking terrible, just looking crazy. I didn't feel good. And so, like, having sex, I want to keep my clothes on, or like, I want to do it in the dark. But then, like, masturbating, like, even still with my stomach look crazy, like, I have more confidence. Like, I feel better about myself. But taking care of your overall vagina, not just masturbating, makes you feel really good about yourself. And I wanted to add about food, like, it's the one thing to stay away from that I have a hard time from doing since going back to eating fish is staying away from cheese, like dairy.
Oh, Shondo.
Dairy is horrible for your uterus. Oh my, and I could see the difference now. It's so crazy. I was vegan for about 6 months, and then I transitioned over to plant-based, and I was plant-based for about 2.5 years. And y'all, I went back to eating cheese, and I saw the immediate difference. Even like, I had a, like, it don't stink, but I had like a different smell from eating cheese and dairy. And I was like, but I can't go back. I love cheese. I love sour cream. I
love cheese. And like, I stopped eating cheese because I'll eat like sliced cheese. Sam, I put my cheddar cheese on it by itself. Like,
yes,
I need to stop because that's like the out of all dairy, cheese is like the main thing that is hard for me to run from. I love pizza. I love Alfredo pasta.
Yes,
like that is my weakness. And that's like, I'm very picky. I don't eat a lot of stuff, but pizza and pasta is like my favorite. Pizza, pasta, mac and cheese, my favorite. My
Jesus.
favorite. Not like cutting back, like even like when I go grocery shopping, I don't buy cheese at all. So only time I'll eat cheese is like if I go out to eat, like, okay, you get a pass, get some pizza or something like that. But I definitely put back on my cheese intake because I realize that it affects my body as well. Like, I could feel.
I had cheese.
It's a lot of mucus.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. I love me some. I put sour cream on anything. I will sit and eat chips and sour cream. Like, I love, like, I know, like, now I have to like start cutting back and like doing it maybe once a week or something, but should have kept me plant-based. Should have kept me plant-based. Yeah,
I hear that. Don't eat no cheese.
Don't eat no cheese. Don't do it. I mean, like, okay, so what you do, right, is go 6 months without dairy. 6 months. Or even 21 days. Because then once you do it for 21 days, it's a habit. You're going to forget about it. Do it for 21 days, then try to do 6 months, and then go back to eating cheese. I promise you. Because, like, even when I went back to like dairy, I noticed like I get sicker now. Like, I get sick more. When I was plant-based, I would get sick maybe once a year, and I would be sick for 24 hours, and that's it. Going back to eating stuff with dairy in it, I'm sick for like a week. I have a headache.
Dang.
I'm stuffy. I went back to having allergies. I didn't have allergies at all when I was plant-based. I have allergies now. And I'm just like, man, but I'm not going to stop eating.
That's it. Listen, I have my vegan phase too, and I love chicken. Like, I love chicken. So I was like, I started back eating wings. Well, the only chicken that I like is hot wings, lemon pepper wings. I can eat that like every day. Sam, no, I'll go order me some Wingstop quick. But I started back eating wings. Like, I just gotta balance. I'm not cutting it out, but I'm gonna balance it because I don't want to give it away. I don't know.
I think I'm at a point now is I think I'm gonna do the plant-based because I really want to. I eat a lot of meat. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, especially this weekend, I had a lot of meat, but I'll just want to pretty much do a cleanse, do a detox, and just because I did it for a week and stopped eating meat. And then when I started back, I did notice like like you said, it's noticeable like headaches and stuff. So it's just like give it a break for a while. If you go back to it, you go back to it, but just give it a break. Just cleanse your body and hell, I know that's why I'm so tired now and be so drained.
Yeah. I went back to eating meat for a little while, but like I don't know. I guess the chicken, I'm done with chicken. I ate chicken my whole life, y'all. Chicken was a thing in my house. Like on my mom's side and my dad's side, chicken was a thing. And I am tired. And then my baby daddy, when we was together, he is so Americanized. Like that man would eat fried chicken every damn day. I'll be like, bro, eat something new. Like he'll be like, can you cook fried chicken? And if I said no, he's like, all right, well, we going out to get wings. And that was our thing. Like that's all we ate. And in my pregnancy, my son, he has his father's genes, so he was making me crave like hot wings. Girl, almost sent myself in labor eating some damn hot wings. It was I kind of, and then I noticed like when I stopped eating meat, I had more energy. I had a lot more energy. Meat, and then also like I like meat. It's more of like an energy transfer for me. Like I'm a pescatarian now. I've stopped with meat entirely. I was eating meat in the beginning of this year, but then I just stopped. I gained a lot of weight and I was getting acne on my face and I was really tired. Like I was so tired the time.
It does.
Yeah, it slow you down. But then it was also an energy transfer for me. Like they don't be treating these animals nice. Like I know like we killing them anyway and we eating them, but like they so mean to animals. Like they be beating them and tasing them and electrocuting them. And I'm like, no, you're not supposed to treat the animals like that. You're supposed to love them, then kill them. You don't beat them to death and then we gonna turn around and we put that in our bodies. And I'll be like, damn, maybe I'm sad because Jimmy fucking electrocuted the chicken that I'm eating, and I'm sad because the chicken was probably crying when it died. So like,
oh my goodness.
No, I don't know if y'all seen the documentary What the Hell.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yes,
I'm going back to watch that, so I think that's gonna help me with stop eating meat for a while because it, like you said, it's sad. Like the conditions that they put these animals in. It's just like, well, damn, why? So I get it.
No, seriously, why? There's another one on YouTube by this man. If you DM me on Instagram, I'll find it and send it to you. But let me tell you, that video is so graphic. Like, it's graphic, like it's gonna hurt your feelings. Like, that's what made me go vegan. I was in there crying. I was like, animals. Oh! Like, this man has been arrested. He's been put out, like, he's banned in certain states because he would let the animals free type shit. Like, but they was getting treated bad. And I agree. Like, I would prefer to get my meat from a farm. If I go back to eating meat, it has to be from a farm. Like, it has to be from like Black farmers because they love their animals. They feed their animals. And then they, and then they put them to rest and then, clean them and eat them and stuff like that. But when you beat the hell out of it, like, you die sad. And then we put these sad animals in our bodies. And now we sad.
Right.
That energy transfer, like, damn.
It's real. It's real. Energy transfer is not just.
I never even thought about.
I never
transfer from an animal. That's crazy.
No, it could come. It could come. But see, fish. I don't know. I think fishies are different. Like, do they have feelings really?
They do.
Like,
Nah, no funny though. We went to Myrtle. I went to Myrtle Beach on Sunday. And like, me, my little cousin, my aunt, we were like feeding the fish because they have like this machine where you buy the fish food and feed them. And my aunt said we're feeding them just so they could kill them, and we eat them. I felt so bad. I was like, no, I never even thought about that. Like, we so happy to feed them because we just like looking at the reaction as they getting the food, was like, I wonder how they feel. Like, do they know they about to die? Or, what I'm saying? And I'm about to eat you.
Yep. Oh, listen, I ain't giving up fish, so.
Yeah, I had some fish. I still ate my fish, and it still was good.
But some of my friends, her and her boyfriend, they go fishing, and she be like, my daughters, they want to always throw them back in the water because,
but
they like, we can't eat them.
I always said if I go fishing, I would literally throw it back in the water. Like, if you're gonna, I would throw it back, but I still would eat it. But as for me going fishing, I'm throwing it back, and whoever catches it, like, cook it later, and I'll come throw it back.
But what's funny? Crabs, when you steam, like when you put them in and steam them, they scream, right? They make noises.
That's why I don't eat crabs.
I think that's so funny.
I see them claws moving. Nope. And I
hear them scream.
What's that type of fish they have with the eyes? I don't want my fish. My fish. It's called, because they don't take the eyes out.
Oh, like escovy fish?
Yeah, whatever fish that is that they cook and they don't take the eyes out. I'm not letting you look at me as I eat you.
I ate an eyeball before. It was wild.
See, no, I'm not.
Good luck and good fortune.
I'm gonna miss that good fortune today. I'll find it another way.
Oh, y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all. It was wild. It tasted wild, but yeah.
How was the texture?
I swallowed it. I did not chew. I swallowed that. When the texture of like the ball, the eye being in your mouth itself. Yes. Yeah. See, but you know what it reminded me of without the slime? Oyster.
Okay.
And oysters are nasty.
I like oysters.
They too slimy.
I eat fish and shrimps. I don't eat nothing else. The only meat I eat is chicken.
I can only eat oyster if I'm really drunk and my friends peer pressure me.
Ew.
I can like, trust me, I'm not chewing it. Like, we get a little bit of hot sauce, make sure it's steamed right.
Mm-hmm.
Good, I can do that. I ain't gonna lie, I did try to chew it. Don't do it. Don't chew. Please don't chew. Please.
See, don't. If y'all ever want to try eyeball, don't chew it. Don't chew it.
Yeah.
Just that's it.
And I'm a texture person. Like, I'm real picky about my food texture. Like,
I'm picky about some food textures, like porridge. Like, why is it so clumpy? You've never had porridge?
Is it similar to like? Is it like a texture of like oatmeal? Or like,
no, like cream of wheat, or like no, not grits, more like cream of wheat.
Okay,
a mixture of both.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's like the gooiness of oatmeal, but like the texture. Like, because for me, I prefer oatmeal over cream of wheat.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I can mess with oatmeal.
Wheat in my cabinet, and it's in there for months. Out.
Same. I had cream of meat in my cabinet at my old apartment, and it only got thrown away because I was moving. It was time to throw it away. I was not coming to this apartment, but cream of wheat is just. This is how I feel about grits. Like,
I love grits.
Why?
I gotta have it with cheese.
I was just about to say, as long as you got the cheese, and we just talked about
I can't eat plain grits, but if I have cheese on it, I'm gonna eat it.
Y'all, I'm not eating grits. I'm sorry.
I love especially with some shrimp on top, baby. Come, yeah. Oh, shrimp and grits be popping.
No, you're making.
I had some shrimp and grits on Sunday. It was good.
I've never had shrimp and grits. I do want to try that though. I heard like shrimp and grits is elite, and I like elite food.
Shrimp and grits.
good. Especially that shrimp season, right? Yeah.
Right. That flavor is like.
Now I'm hungry. All right, y'all. We gotta start talking about food. Cause I'm hungry.
So we gonna it up. I know I don't know if you talked about this, but as far as like how has yoga helped you along your journey? Because I know you do yoga as well. How does that help you along your journey?
And how
I started. How did I get into it? I was going through a rough period in my life. My dad had just died. Me and my child's father, we was just like, we got into a relationship young, and you know how you grow up and grow out the relationship. So we grew up and grew out of it, and I wasn't really ready to leave it. But when my dad died, before he died, he told me, he was like, "You need to do what makes you happy. Like you're not happy." And I could see it. And y'all, a week later, my dad died. I was so sad. I was so sad. And then going into 2019, I felt bad because everything was going really good with my child's father. Everything was going great. And then I broke up with him. I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired. I'm done. I don't want to. And he was, shocked, but we were still living in the same house. So, I kicked him out of my bedroom, made him sleep in the living room, but he was still he was in my presence. He was in my space. And I found myself locking myself in my room a lot. And I just got into yoga. Like I didn't want to watch TV because TV was depressing. It wasn't depressing, but like back then I was into ratchet TV. So like, and ratchet TV can really like fuck your head up. Like if you let it, it'll mess you up. And I didn't want to watch TV. I was listening to SZA, that album Control, and that album is just not good to listen to when you're sad. So like I didn't want to listen to music. So I just started doing yoga, and I never stopped. Like I never stopped. And yoga helped me to love my body for real. Like, cause I watched my body change so much. Like I was really skinny, and then I got really thick. And then I had watched myself like put myself in different shapes, and I learned how to do a split. I learned how to do things that I never knew I could do with yoga. So like yoga really helped me find self-love in my body. And then I got into meditating, and meditating is just overall good for your health. Like it's good for, like I'm really aggressive. Like even still I'm working on it. I'm really aggressive. I can be really violent sometimes. And it's helped me to like calm down. Like, I don't have to react to everything, or counting to 10 doesn't really work, but like taking 10 deep breaths really works. So yeah, that's how I got into yoga. And yoga, I love to tell people like yoga saved my life, because if I would have kept locking myself in that room and doing nothing, I really feel like eventually I would have slipped into a depression, and I don't know where I would have gone after that. And it also helped me to stop taking certain like the medications I was taking at the time, because it wasn't, when I was going to the doctor, they were saying it was treating postpartum depression. But that shit don't work. Like for some people, medication works. For me, it doesn't, because when they put you on it, it just like makes you ignore it. And then when you stop taking it, it's back and it's worse. because you thought it was gone. So yoga saved my life. And then I was teaching it for a little while, but I'm gonna get back into that later.
I'm in your classes. Okay.
Yes, you were in my yoga classes. Yes.
Bring it back.
They're coming back. I'm gonna tell y'all about it later though. Later. But yeah, I love yoga. I know a lot of people are like, what happened to the yoga? Because I do pole now, but it didn't go anywhere. It didn't. It didn't. It's just I yoga pole is fun. Like pole dancing is fun for me. And yoga is really, like sometimes yoga brings back that memory of like how sad I was when I was doing it. And it's hard to like, or like now, they was not lying. When you get older, your bones do change. And like when I turned 26, what happened? And I'm not like, what happened? Like the things I could do last year, I can't. I'm working hard to do them. And I'm like, what the hell happened?
I can't bend down. The knees start. I said, okay.
I'm like, oh, okay, let me get up.
I try to turn that. I try to do something. Try to bend it over, do all of that. My knees down. No.
Girl, same.
You're getting older.
Trying to be in the club. I be trying to show off my meg knees, and they be like, hold on.
Listen, I'm in the house dancing by myself, and I'm falling because I can't balance. Yeah. Like, I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel what you said. I remember in 2020, when the shutdown first started or whatever. I mean, I used to like do yoga on my own, but I started following Koya Webb. You know her?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she used to do like free like meditation and yoga classes every day at 11 o'clock a.m. for like, people in the community because of so much that's been going on with like the shutdown and all of the protests has been going on. I used to just like join because there was nothing else to do. I was living in New York, everything was shut down. So I just used to join around that time. Like it was so much going on in my household. Like everybody had moving back in the house because no money coming in because you're not working. Then my granddaddy passed away, and it was just like so much chaos. And like I just found myself doing that every day, and it, like literally helped me mentally because like I was like doing the meditation and doing the yoga, and then she would have like a segment where we just listen to music and just dance. But that like I feel like that saved me in 2020 because I was not okay. I was not.
Yeah.
I agree.
How did you guys feel during the shutdown?
It was weird. Because at first, I literally remember when it first happened, I was acting and I had got a role on Breaking Bad. And it was I did my first day. I was supposed to go back for a second day. May 16th. It was on Monday, not May, March 16th on Monday. And they sent us a text and was like, oh yeah, we shut down, like we're not gonna do any, like we're not working for 2 weeks. I'm thinking it's like for 2 weeks, okay, whatever. Let's take a break. Girl, that 2 weeks turned into months. And I was like, yeah, so we like it was just like no work, go apply for unemployment, stuff like that. And it was just like so weird because at first it was cool because I used to like I did everything. I was always working, always had a job, always had gigs and stuff like that. So for me, the first couple of weeks, it was just like a break for me to like just chill out. And then when I realized it's a month and nothing is happening. We're still shut down. I can't go anywhere. I'm in this house with all these people or whatever. I'm in this little room and I'm about to go crazy. Like I'm really about and like I kind of lost myself or whatever. But when I started following Koya and realized like she was just like advertising her classes or whatever, like it's a free class. And then I downloaded her app, was following her app, bought her book and did all of that. And like that just like kind of helped me like journaling, meditating, doing yoga and stuff like that, just trying to find outside resources, to help me cope with everything that was going on in my life. That was crazy. It was crazy.
For me, that was the first time during the pandemic was the first time I actually started doing yoga and meditating. And it was did it every day. Like Danny said, I actually joined Koya too and doing that every day at 11 o'clock. It was just like a routine and I loved it. But I don't know. Honestly, that's where I felt like my journey started, as far as like my spiritual journey started during the pandemic and learning, which I'm trying to get back on it now. But that's where it first started, and me learning about all these different things. It was exciting because like we had nothing to do, but pretty much sit in the house and be with ourselves. So why not? That's what I'm thinking. Like, so it. Although I lost myself, I felt like I found a new version of myself as well. Mm-hmm. And I enjoyed it. But as far as like now, I still meditate, but getting back into yoga is something that I definitely want to start back doing. Even if it's not every day, or at least I want to try to get into it like at least three times a week, because I don't do it now. And like I said, my bones be hurting.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, went in and out just now.
Okay. I was saying your girl once knew how to do a split. I don't know how to do that no more. So it's just like little things like that, being able to stretch. And like y'all today, from the car to walking in the house, there's no reason why I should have been out of breath.
Yeah, girl.
Girl. I was like, no. I walked in the house and I just sat on the chair and I was like, this ain't cute, man. I said, this ain't cute.
And you know, for me, I just hate when because people think that because I'm skinny, I'm in shape. I'm skinny, but I'm not in shape. Okay.
No,
like, size don't mean nothing. You could be a big person and be more in shape than I am in.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I be trying to tell people, I be like, listen, like people don't understand. People be like, Tori, you so in shape. I be like, girl, you hear me breathing? I'm dying.
Well, I be going to the gym with some food in my hand.
Listen,
girl, you hear me? I be walking in there with a little milkshake hand.
Right. What?
I definitely got to get back in the gym, a workout or something.
How skinny there's food, yeah.
I keep telling myself that. Whatever. I'm gonna keep telling myself that. I've been telling. I was like, in 2022, I'm gonna go to the gym. All my homegirls going to the gym. They be like, "When you come to the gym, girl, I'm coming." The pole is enough. I do go to the gym. I go to the strip club. That's the gym. That is the gym. I do need to get in the gym though, because I really want to lift weights. I don't know why I'm obsessed with like being a fake bodybuilder, but that's what I want to be right now.
Yeah, I be in the gym like, oh, okay, let's go.
Yes. Look at me. I'm a strong bitch. Yes.
I ain't doing nothing over 40 though.
Yes, I really want to be. I want to be in a gym. Maybe I'll do it like. Don't listen. We moving on. I'll do it eventually.
Nah, I was just telling Danny not too long ago. I was like, I want to get. I love your pole dancing, your videos.
Thank you.
I want to get into it. I always want to get into it because I was like, you know what? I know I can do it, but Samantha, just get in shape. You gotta have the upper body strength, sweetheart.
You could do it now. You could do it now. I'm trying to tell you, you could do it now. Like, if you want to start, just start. Like, you do not need a gym background. You don't need nothing. Just start. Like, I know pole dancers who started with no type of nothing, no yoga, no nothing. And they are amazing. Like, better than me. And I'm like, you don't have no background. Like, you don't got no yoga back. You making me feel crazy. Like I have to get in the gym. They like, no, I just started. You build the strength from pole. It's a little bit harder, yeah, but like a lot of people just go to the gym like for extra. But like a lot of people, those muscles that they have, it came straight from pole. So if you want to start, girl, you can start.
Ready for them classes. Don't start.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you, just you gotta wait till the end of the podcast to tell you what I got going on.
Okay, so I do want to ask because I did see on your Instagram that you are a doula, and I think that is so dope. Like, how did you get?
Thank you. Oh man, I had a horrible hospital experience. I had a horrible. Um, I had a very hard. I was a high risk. I had a high risk pregnancy. I was on bed rest at 6 months. Y'all, that was so fucking boring. Like, I had to stop working and I had to stay my ass in the house, like for real. Like my son tried to come at the 5 month mark. I went to the hospital. I'll never forget. It was when the Cavs, um, was it they won the champion? I don't know what the Cavs won something. My baby father is a Cavs fan, and we were going crazy that night. We had a big party. Next morning, I felt like I was in labor. He had to drive me to the hospital. I was leaned over in the front seat, crying. I was in so much pain. They kept me in the hospital for 7 days. And then I rolled into 6 months and they were like, you can't work. You can't do anything. You need to stay in the house, in the bed, feet up, eat certain foods, no sex, nothing, y'all.
Hey, what?
If I would have, if no, oh girl, I stopped having sex when I got big anyway, because it was getting hot. It was too much. It was a lot, girl. I was over there like rolling over, couldn't lay on my stomach. You know, that's my favorite position. I stopped having sex. But I had stopped having sex, and that's when the pregnancy got long, like because I was home all the time. I wasn't doing shit. Then one night, that happened just for my son to be over 3 weeks late. Like I was ducking and dodging the hospital because he was so goddamn late. They were like, you need to come in. You need to be induced. I was like, yeah, fuck y'all. Y'all not putting Pitocin in my body. Go to hell. I have had enough pain in this pregnancy. This baby gonna come when he ready. Deshaun was supposed to be here August 3rd. Deshaun came August 30th. Yeah, he was not playing with me. He was like, yeah, girl, you have fun. You stay in here. And that night, I'll never forget, I didn't think he was coming because the contractions weren't bad. I just felt like I had to poop all night. Like I kept going and sitting on the toilet and pushing. And my baby father had finally heard me. And he was like, I don't think you're supposed to be doing that. Like, I don't think you're supposed to be sitting on the toilet pushing. But he was drunk. So he couldn't drive me to the hospital. So we called an ambulance. So when the ambulance came, these motherfucking men were so mean. They wouldn't come in my apartment with the stretcher. And I was, in a little bit of pain at that point. They wouldn't come, and it was 3 a.m. They wouldn't come in my apartment with the stretcher. So I had to walk to the door. I had to get on the stretcher. Then they pushed me down the hallway and they go into the elevator, and the elevator is kind of small. So my baby father was trying to come in to walk us down. And he was like, you see, ain't no space, right? Take the stairs. Like, why are you talking to him like that? Then we go downstairs. My baby father tells me he's going to meet me at the hospital. And I'm in the ambulance, and he's like asking my information, and he was just an asshole. Like, he was like, can I have your social? And I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm having a contraction. And he's like, and I'm just like, all right. Then I get to the hospital and they had me in the waiting room on the stretcher. Like I wasn't even in a room, and I was just sitting there. Then finally they put me in the room, and I was by myself for a while before my baby father came, because I think he was trying to sober up. So I was by myself for the most part, and my labor was not hard. I slept through contractions. Like I was having a contraction, I would feel it, I would breathe through it, and then I would go to sleep because it was so tiring. So I went to sleep. I had a really easy labor, but then the doctors came in. Nobody checked on me. Nobody checked to make sure if I was okay. It took me forever to get an IV. I was just in the room, And I think one lady came in and I told her, can she turn the light off so I could sleep? And that was it. But then finally a bunch of doctors came in and they were like, oh, nobody gave you an IV. I was like, no. And this was about, I want to say this was about 7:30.
Why don't you know that?
Exactly.
Why don't you know that? Exactly. Deshaun was born about 9:45. So this had to be about 7:30, 8 when all the doctors came in. And when she finally checked me, I was 8 centimeters dilated. So I realistically did not need an epidural, but they kept telling me, get an epidural. You should get an epidural. You need an epidural. You need an epidural. So I was like, all right, all these doctors in my face telling me get an epidural. They're pressuring me. I'm going to get the epidural. I say to this lady, they come and they say to me, don't move. Do not move, because if you move, you can be paralyzed from the needle going in your back. And I'm like, okay, well, can I ask this lady, can you hold my hand? No, you'll be fine. Just lean over and breathe. You'll be okay.
Wow.
Okay. All right. And they give you the needle when you're having a contraction. So you really can't move when you're having a contraction. And that's so hard. And so I got it. I was good. I got the epidural. Finally, my baby father comes. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. At this point, I'm in La La Land. Can't move, but I'm in La La Land because I got an epidural. Then another doctor comes in fully clothed, like I'm about to get a C-section. I'm like, what's going on? She was like, yeah, it's time for you to push. No prep, no nothing.
What?
I just gotta push. And so I was like, all right, well, I want my child's father to hold my hand. No, he has to sit in the corner and the doctors are going to hold you and blah, blah, blah. Girl.
I would have cursed them all out. Hell nah.
I was so young. Y'all. And I was so scared. And then I'm like, I'm in the mindset of like, my baby father doesn't know what to do because he's never had a baby. I don't know what to do. We don't have nobody in there. And so I'm pushing. The baby comes out, my baby father, like, I was like, Devon, go over there. Cause like nobody, you know how they normally put the baby on top of you? They took my baby. They took my baby to the little thing and weighed him. They did not give me my baby. So I'm like, Devon, go over there. So he goes over there. He's looking at my vagina. I'm like, stop looking at my vagina. Go over there. So he goes over there. He's like, I was trying to make sure nothing else is coming out of that. It was big. You're so shitty.
Yo.
He went over there and I finally heard my baby scream, and his dad was holding his hand, and I was like, and I started crying, and they were like, are you okay? Why are you crying? Bitch, I just had a baby.
They did not ask you that. What the hell?
Yes, she was like, why are you crying? What's wrong? Something hurting? No, I just heard my baby cry. Like, relax.
My child got to hold my baby first.
Yes, like they really did not put I got to hold my baby after everybody left the room. Like they cleaned him off a little bit and then gave him to me after. But then they cleaned me out or whatever. And then everybody left the room except for me and my baby father and my baby. And I was just like, that's it. Like, it was not a beautiful experience at all. Like, it was no, oh my God, it's a boy. Oh, he's here. Oh, Mom. Like, it was none of that. None of that. They was in and out. I birthed my baby. They cleaned me out. They cleaned up the room and it got out. That's it. Like, and that was, and then just my hospital stay was just so, and then the lady had the audacity. She was trying to call Child Protective Services because she asked me. So for whatever reason, and I don't see it, but people say that me and my child's father favor each other. No, we don't. I'm much cuter than him. She asked me, she said, when he left to go to the bathroom or something, she said, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah, what's wrong? She was like, is he your brother?
Is your baby daddy your brother, bitch? Bitch,
it's like,
don't tell me, because I would have been on some shit like, oh hell.
I was like, what? I was like, what makes you think that? She's like, well, you guys are just alike.
Is your daddy
and sometimes they have some people have babies with their brothers. Who has baby with the what? Who has babies with the brothers? Who? Well,
Exactly.
White? She was white.
With you?
She was white.
No, she was Indian. She was an Indian lady, and I was just like, excuse me. My hospital stay was horrible. After that, I couldn't shower because there was a roach in my shower. They didn't want to come get the roach. And the roach was not no little roach. It was a big roach. It was a big roach and it was dead. And I was like, can somebody come get this roach? They didn't want to come get the roach. Every day that I stayed there, my child's father, his mother's boyfriend, he bought me food every day. He bought me breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day because after I seen that roach, I didn't want no food. They kept trying to take my baby from me. Like, I wasn't one of the moms who was like, oh, I want my baby to go in the nursery. I was petrified for my baby to go in the nursery. So I was like, he could stay here. They're like, oh, you need some rest? No, I don't. Oh, blah, blah, blah. No, he's fine here. They were trying to force me to give him formula. It was just, I had a horrible experience. I could not wait to go home. I had and my mom, thank God for her. She stayed the entire time with me. She stayed the whole time. But it was just I had a horrible fucking experience. And so I realized that like a lot of women go through that. A lot of black women, especially like older black women too, but a lot of young black women, we get the fucking boot when we go to the hospital.
Like, you don't know. They take advantage.
Yeah.
If you was another or if you was an older black woman, they wouldn't have treated you that way. Or
no,
if you would have knew better, then they wouldn't have treated you that way.
Mm-hmm.
No. And then on Deshaun's 6-week appointment, not his 6-week, his 1-week appointment, the pediatrician, the original pediatrician that we chose, he said to me, he scared me into not going back to work. He was like, you shouldn't go back to work because you're going to get postpartum depression. You need to stay home. Like, what if I had to go? Like, what if I needed to? You would have scared me and I wouldn't have been I wouldn't have been able to navigate at work. Like, don't do that. And then told me, like, you can't talk to a baby too much because that's how they become underdeveloped. You're supposed to talk to babies. What are you talking about?
Sir.
I wish I could show y'all the report. I still have it. I just have to find it. But I just had a horrible experience. And honestly, had he had not said that to me, oh, don't go back to work, you're going to be depressed, or you shouldn't send your baby to nowhere. Like, I would have probably went back to work at 6 weeks like I had planned to. Y'all, I never went back to work until I was able to bring my baby to work with me because he scared me. And I know that I knew that from that point on, a lot of girls go through that. A lot of, like, I'm a doula currently for a girl who's 17. She'll actually due any day now. And I'm not saying that I'm discriminating anybody else, but I prefer younger black girls because they don't got nobody advocating for them. Yeah. Who was advocating for the young girls? Everybody think that little young girls, because they got pregnant, that they should be shamed for it, and it's wrong because they're young. But they still, okay, they made a mistake. Now we're gonna punish them in their pregnancy and treat them bad.
Right.
Like, nah.
That is wild. And I always said, if I ever get pregnant, I want to have an at-home birth. Like, I want to do it at home. I don't want to go into the hospital for reasons like that. And that is scary. That is scary.
Yeah, it's scary. And especially, like, sometimes a lot of people are alone, like, for different circumstances. Like, maybe their husband is working out of town and they don't have family, like military wives and stuff.
That is
so wild. It's just it's corny how they treat, and then they just treat black women in the healthcare field like anyway. Like, it's so much stuff that they do behind closed doors that's just ridiculous. It's just sad. So that's how I became a doula. Like, I don't want to know. I wish I could save everybody, honestly, because birthing, like pregnancy and the birthing experience, it really is a beautiful thing, but it's also painful. It's also scary. It's also like, you know, you don't know what could happen. You could die having a baby. Like, and you want to be comforted. And, you know, so a lot of Black women just don't get that. Like, they don't get it, and it's not fair. So that's how I became a doula. Like, and I don't regret it. It's hard because it's like, it's hard being a doula because, you know, you want everybody's experience to be beautiful. But sometimes, like, you know, some of the clients that I get, they experience is not, you know, like, because they're going through things. So it's hard for them to be happy in their pregnancy.
Mhm.
And it's hard. And like, you have to maintain, like, I'm emotional and I can't be like that way with them. Like, I can't be like, if they're crying, I can't cry because that's overwhelming them.
Right.
Like, it makes them feel like everything's not going to be okay. So, but it's hard. It's hard. Or like, one of my clients, she lost her baby, and that was so hard. Oh my God, y'all. I thought I was never going to get over that. I was going to stop. I was going to stop being a doula because that was so hard to watch. Like, imagine you have a baby and you go home and don't have that baby to go home with. Like, that's crazy. And I, like, you know, but I had to realize that women still need that. They need postpartum doulas. They need sex doulas. We need teen doulas. We need doulas, and they're important. Black women been had doulas all these years, and people used to make fun of white women. A doula? What's a doula? But a
Right.
doula is so helpful. Like, it's not the medical aspect, but it's the spiritual aspect. So, and I'll stop it. I'll never stop being a doula, even though it be getting hard.
That's scary. Ooh.
And that's so
Yeah.
dope. That's so dope. So I do have one more question. Because you do yoni steams. How important is having what are the benefits of yoni steams?
There's several benefits. It's good for tightening the vaginal walls. It's good for infections. It's good to help with fertility. And I just want to say really quick, like, a lot of women say this. I don't want to be fertile. I don't want to be fertile. But listen, you do want to be fertile. Like, you want to be fertile for when you're ready to have kids. I promise. Like, don't say you don't want to be fertile, because a lot of women curse themselves saying, I don't want to be fertile. And then when it's time to have babies, they're not fertile and they're having trouble having babies. So please don't say it. Don't say it. But it helps with fertility. It helps with I said it helps with infections, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for cleansing. It's good for fibroids. It's so many benefits. Like, I could sit and go on and on. There's so many benefits from using a yoni steam. I started yoni steaming back in 2018, and I've seen so many changes in my vagina. So many changes. And it's also good for meditating and creating as well, and manifesting, because you're clearing it out.
Yeah, and I didn't know that about thyroids because I deal with thyroid issues. So I didn't know that. It's dope.
Yeah.
So y'all, with all this information, just know the pussy has power in all ways.
It always does.
In all ways. So do anybody else have anything to say on this topic before we move on? This was so dope.
You said it. The pussy is power.
Go learn your pussy. Go learn your pussy.
Go learn your pussy. Period. Yes, please.
go.
Like, do not let these men tell you about your coochie, because these men want to be women so bad, but they don't
really know
have
about their dick.
That's all. They barely know about they don't know nothing about their little penis. They don't know. Men be sitting up here talking about how a girl's supposed to clean her coochie. Do you know how to clean your penis? Do you?
Like,
Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten in a shower with a man and bathed him. Girl, men do not know how to wash their ass. Like, I have gotten in the shower and washed him up, and men be like, "Oh yeah, I don't be doing." Yeah, we know, dirty ass. We know you big dirty nigga. Like, what you mean you don't
Like, sir, you too big for that. Like,
Are
you
you
too
going even?
big ass age? But men be insecure. Like, when a man don't want to take a shower with me, that's how I know he don't wash his ass properly. Cause I be like, let me bathe you, let me wash you up, let me clean you up. Nah, I'm good. What's wrong? You don't know how to wash your ass?
Not with the I'm good. It's like, sir, I'm trying to teach you something.
Especially if we came from a date, we was outside. Like, I'm trying to be sexy. Let's get in the shower together. Let's kill two birds in one stone. We not fucking in there. We going in there to bathe. I hate it for me. That's when I know I need to call my Uber and go home.
I gotta go
home. I want to go home. Pass me my pennies. I'm going home.
No,
I don't even know why I threw them at
you.
you.
Call me an Uber, the shit.
Exactly.
Right.
Just call me an Uber. That's it.
I'm gonna go.
Oh man, that is funny. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna move on to what's tea in the streets. Everybody can share a little trending topic that for a current event. I'll start. Mine is Monique has announced she has a comedy special coming out. She's also back working with Lee Daniels. If y'all don't know, they had little issues back in the day. They're working on a new movie that's coming out on Netflix called The Deliverance. So I think that's dope. She's finally getting back in her groove of things.
You know, I'm happy to hear Monique is getting back out there because Monique be getting so much hate.
So much.
And I don't like that. Monique to me is a legend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, come on. Like, people be just like dragging her so bad. And you know what the problem is? Everybody has an opinion, which is fine. But like, if you don't agree with an opinion that everybody agree with, because that opinion is law, because everybody agree with it, but your opinion is just an opinion and it's a wrong opinion. And I don't like that. Because like people be dragging Monique for her opinions and how why is she not allowed to feel a certain way about things? Like, why? I don't understand.
And why she has standards? Like, why she gotta settle?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
She gotta settle. Like,
and I don't understand that.
With everything,
like you deserve more. Just like you feel like you deserve a raise, right?
And I seen something that she said a while back when everything was going on. She was like, the only thing she ever really wanted was a genuine apology. That's it. And that's not something like that's something. So just a genuine apology. And I was so happy when she finally got that genuine apology and it was made public. Like, so shouts out to Monique. I am definitely happy for her.
Yeah, she's real passionate
for her too.
She's real passionate about what she do.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna go hard. Like, she's been doing this for years. Even if people were like, "Well, nobody don't know her." No, this new generation don't know her.
Exactly.
This new generation
know what Monique did for our community, for the big girls. Like, y'all not gonna act like she was on BT Awards and showing out, and we were just wore her on all these movies and stand up that she been on, and she made us laugh and stuff like that. So it's like, just because she ain't doing nothing now, don't mean nothing. Please still give her flowers.
She deserves
it. She deserves it. And that, that's the problem, that a lot of young people don't know anything. Like, the new generation knows nothing. But I always have to say this, like, unfortunately, it's what matters to them now. Like, as far as the media and stuff. Because remember, when we was kids, it mattered what we thought. Yeah. And it didn't really matter what the younger it gets, like, a lot of these kids don't know, like, Biggie Smalls and Mary J. They don't know none of it. They don't know this.
They don't
That's
know
why when
know nothing. Like, who was Eve even?
Recently, I think I don't know what awards. I don't really watch the BET awards and none of that anymore because it's not how it was like when we were younger. But Cardi B won something, but she was going up against Nas. And everybody was like so mad at her, like, oh, you shouldn't have won and blah blah blah. But I'm like, y'all can't be mad because these kids don't know Nas.
Right.
They know her.
Mhm.
So, but my thing is, when going back to Monique, is respect her. You don't have to know her.
Right.
Respect her. That's like, but these kids have no respect. So
Right. And they feel like if they don't know you, you don't deserve anything. Because who know you? Do you deserve that job that you're trying to get? Because somebody don't know you.
Okay.
and half these kids, no, they don't deserve the job because they don't know how to act.
Man, I don't care. If you feel like that's what you want, if you know your worth and you feel like you want that and you deserve that, that's what the fuck you deserve. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
give that lady her flowers. She's still gonna make her money regardless, whether y'all like it or not.
She is still gonna make her money. Listen, Monique is rich.
She's still gonna get paid. She still paid. Her
She
movies
don't
is
care nothing about
still,
nobody
her
thinking.
movies and stand-ups is still airing, so she's still gonna get paid regardless.
Yes.
Oh, my tea in the streets. I don't really have a tea in the streets prepared because I don't be knowing what's going on in the streets. I don't be in the streets.
Find that one.
I be asleep. But well, I would say Georgia, since I live in Georgia, I just say Georgia is ranked the 11th worst state to live in the 10th best for business, according to study. So
Wow.
TORI.
Yes. I agree though. I agree. I don't know about living, but business for
Yeah.
Atlanta. If you want a business, bruh.
Move here.
But see, I'm not, you just told me about traffic. I'm just not willing to sacrifice.
You would have to live on the outskirts of Atlanta. Like,
No.
you want
I want to be.
But then when you travel to inside of Atlanta to the city part, then you gonna get into that traffic. Like, there's no way around it. No way.
Yeah. See, no, I'm not. But no, see, I can't even make it. I can't make it work. No, I'm not doing that traffic. I'm not doing it. I hate, like, y'all. I do not like driving. So like, if I have to be in traffic constantly, which I know I will because I'm probably gonna want to work at the clubs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, it's not gonna be worth it. It's not gonna be worth it. I'm gonna be mad every day.
Yeah.
I would say what I've been interested in right now is well, it's not, yeah, I've been interested in it is this whole like little abortion law. It's a pain in my ass. Like, I don't get it. I'm not against abortions at all, but it's also about, like, first of all, it's a woman's body. And then I'm also irritated because, like, women are gonna suffer because sometimes you need an abortion, like if you have a miscarriage,
right?
Like, you need the pills, or if you're having like a ectopic pregnancy, I think I said that right. You need like the abortion procedure. So like, it's gonna be crazy. And then I found out just off Twitter, I found out they're doing something where like they have, like, you don't have to be pregnant no more. They have like a sack with a baby in it, and they can raise the baby like it could be like that, like an actual pregnancy.
What?
Yeah, I wish I would have like kept the link, but it creeped me out so bad. It's literally like a sack, and I guess they could put like the eggs in it and create the baby that way, and it could grow that way. And I was just like, young, this is the world we live in today.
Is that
yeah?
Like,
so when the baby is born, what happens to that baby?
It's birth. I believe it's birth. Like they I guess, I don't know what they popped up. I don't know.
Is there parents, or y'all just throw it in a foster care system? Or?
Oh no, I think that I think parents have to request something like that.
Okay.
Or like, but I still think that's
never.
That's weird. I mean, but to each his own. If people want to go that
no,
route.
y'all. No, to each his own. Listen, women could get pregnant. That is not no damn. That is not an experiment. That is, too many things are becoming synthetic
Yeah.
and not real, and not like you cannot emulate pregnancy.
That's weird. Yeah.
That I'd be scared. I'd be thinking I'm gonna get like a little alien baby or something. I'm gonna get a half dog, half baby, half sheep.
Think about the long terms. Like, what are the effects of that a child or that baby? Like, what is about to happen? Now you got me scared of my own child. Cause what?
Yes, like that is. I'm sorry, that's weird. Like
Living a fucked
when
up
I saw
world.
that, girl, it's a fuck that this world is. It is
No.
getting worse. Like it's getting worse, and it's just scary. Like, and then also with the abortion laws, they're talking about taking away birth control. They're talking about taking away condoms. Well, what is we about to do?
Dude.
They want to take away everything. They want to take away birth control. I believe it was birth control, condoms, the morning after pill. A lot of
trying to
stores
get rid
have
of Plan
wiped
B.
out. Yeah, they've already wiped out in a lot of stores. I'm like, well, I don't take Plan Bs, but we still need them.
Listen, it helped me a few times, so I ain't against it.
Listen, it does what it needs to do. So it's just like, why are they trying to do? Because it's like they don't want they don't want people to populate more kids, but they don't want. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Trying to control everything.
Yeah.
They want to have.
Well, why are you trying to control my uterus? Are you going to pay for it?
Nope.
White man?
Nope.
Like, oh, you filthy rich white men, give me some money. The hell? Give me money. You want to control? Give me money.
Hand out.
I think it's a population control.
It is a population.
They know people of color is more at risk to have, problems with pregnancy, while these white motherfuckers gonna get luxury and shit during their pregnancy. So it's just like, fuck them. We need more white people in this world.
And I don't want to say this.
What happened?
You said what?
I said they like, fuck it. We need more white people in the world because white people is thinking like there's not many of them here.
And they're scared.
And I didn't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. They are scared. I didn't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I always say what I want. But white people be doing weird shit. Like these laws are put in places where white people, right? They like God is their superior, right? And so like when their dad is raping the daughter or the brother is raping the daughter, they don't want the daughter to get an abortion. The mom will be like, oh, well, I'll raise the baby as if it's my own. So now this little girl got to grow up in a house with her sister's son because they ban abortions. Like
baby daddy.
And your daddy, baby daddy.
Yeah.
But we're the animals. But we're the ones they should be scared of. Like, please bye.
That is disgusting. So disgusting.
Because let me tell you something. If I was white, and that happened to me, baby. I would shoot myself. I would go in them houses, where they got all them guns. They got so many all these white people, all these damn guns. Shoot myself. Who's having a baby? Not me.
I'm about to live through that. Like that, and that shit is, and that's why a lot of white kids do all these crazy stuff when they get older because they so fucked up in their head because of their parents. They fucked up.
White.
They fuck. They fuck. Oh fuck.
But see, no, like white people got that gene in them though. White people, they really. Y'all ever notice on them movies, them Lifetime movies and shows and shit? White people be the ones with them farms.
Bro, when you watch the Snapper show, who it be?
Yeah,
it be the white folk.
Yeah,
them they crazy.
We the animals.
We the animals. We the ones that's dangerous.
That is an evil ass race. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. White people are evil as fuck.
Yes, they are evil and they scare me. Like when people be like, "Oh, I want to live where the white folk live," you live with when you gonna go missing.
I always say if I have a child, my child going to no private school with no white folks. Hell no. Hell no. My child.
I would choose a little ghetto school with black people before I choose a white school.
I'm trying to.
No.
Y'all remember that lady who went to that black lady? She went to that that white people, that white lady house, and it was like soccer moms or something. And they killed her.
Yes.
They killed that lady. Yes. They killed her. Don't care what they talking about. They killed that woman.
They don't know what happened. They talking about the way she fell. It's like so many different stories. Like what happened to her for real though?
They probably tried to us her. You know, not us. They probably tried to. What's the movie before Us?
Get Out.
Get Out. They probably tried to get out her, and she was like, "Oh no, y'all got me fucked up." And they was like, "Yeah, all right, bitch, you ain't finna snitch on us." Get the gun, Gerald.
They did. How none of y'all know what the hell happened?
And I just look at black people that be trying to be white or feel like white people is better than black people. Like, you stupid. Like, come on. What's wrong with you?
I'm scared of white people. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm scared when I be in a predicament with too many white people. I'll be like, oh, I gotta go.
Oh yeah, get real quick. It's too many of y'all in here. Nah, I'm good.
Bro,
I'm good.
It's too many of y'all, and I feel like y'all in cahoots.
No.
I'm good on that. I'm good on it.
Definitely good on that. So yeah, we're gonna jump. Yeah, they evil as hell. Yeah. We're gonna do Let Me Put You On.
What y'all putting me on to?
What you gonna put me on to?
I really don't have one, so what I'm gonna put you guys on is my business once again. Come Get Your Locks Done by Sammy Soul. I'm gonna get you right. I promise you, I'm gonna get you right.
Yes, so come get your locks done. Look at her locks. She gonna get you right. Yes, let me see.
Yeah, okay. Get into it.
Yes, get into it. Yes, and they look good. Yes. It's giving. Don't worry, I'm gonna get my locks back. I don't have I had locks, y'all. I started my lock journey, but y'all, how y'all do it?
Girl, first of all, I started off, I had the baby locks because at the time I had a fade and it was during when shut down. I was getting my hair done. So I was like, fuck, I'm just letting my hair grow out. And then one day I woke up, I was like, locks. And like my sides was like really, really short. The back of my hair was like really, really short. So I was really walking around here like a peacock with like my hair was just like sticking out like this.
But the growth.
All the like sticking out. I was looking crazy. But I thought I had looked good, but I was looking crazy.
See, I like to change my hair a lot. Like I started like coming into 26. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get locks. I'm gonna have locks and blah, 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 blah. So I went, I got my locks done. I started them. And then I had like the extensions, lock extensions. Yes, I got those. And then I hated it because I was like, ugh. No, like I should have stayed in my baby stage. Like, what am I doing? And then I had some things going on, and then I was like, oh, nah, I can't do this. I can't. I gotta change my hair so like my mood could change. Because a lot of people say like the lock journey, you have to be patient, and then you just do nothing. And I couldn't.
Oh, you can do something because I had so many different styles. I had faux locks, I had braids, small braids, big braids, but it depends on what size your lock is. But I've had braids.
My locks were big.
I had braids over my locks. I had different type of wigs that I wore. Like I know, like I got my hair locked. I started my lock in April, but I would say like around June. That's when I started. Like I had short faux locks. I had long faux locks. I started putting braids in my hair. Like I just did protective style for like a whole year straight, and I started getting like a little length. Like the end of 2021, that's when I just stopped wearing weave. I was like, okay, I got length now. But you gotta know how to that protective style, make it versatile. Yes.
Journey with locks, like I didn't embrace the baby stage or what people consider the ugly stage, because ain't shit ugly about that. But I like the baby stage better. I didn't experience that. I was definitely wearing the braids and the wigs. But this go around, it was like, you know what? I'm really just about to let my hair do what it do. And now I'm at a point to where I don't want no retwist, so I'm doing a free form, and I'm just gonna let it do what it do for a while. But
yeah. See, I was at the baby stage, and like, but my locks were really big. Like my locks were like this long, and I only had 42 of them, so they were so big. So I couldn't do like the faux locks, and I couldn't do the braids that I wanted to. So every time somebody told me, like when I wanted to do faux locks, they were like they were gonna smush them, and I wanted my locks to be thick. So I just gave up. I have to do it I have to do it in a time in my life when I'm not obsessed with like changing my hair. And then also it's like a money thing. Like in the clubs.
Yeah.
You know, men like to look at a certain thing and they like certain women. And when I had my when I had my locks and the lock extensions, I wasn't making a lot of money because men, they like long flowy hair or they like real long braids or some shit. So, and I really need to pay my bills right now.
gotta do.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna go back. Like my son, he wants locks. So probably like when he turns 10, I'll start my locks again and we'll probably do it together because he's growing his hair out right now. And I want him to see if he likes his fro, but for sure at 10, he's gonna start his lock journey. So I'll start with him. And his dad had locks, but he had gotten a new job and they made him cut it off, but he kept them. He's so sad. He kept them. But I'm so jealous of my baby daddy. His hair's so long. And his hair didn't take nothing to grow. Like he had them little tiny, tiny locks. And his locks grew to right here in like 3 years. Okay. Yes. So I was like, he got
like down here then.
Girl, and he don't take care of his hair at all. He never.
But that's when your hair grows the most when you do less manipulation. Because I get a retwist every 2 months, and my hair my hair grows really fast. And sometimes I be like, when I get my retwist and I see that length, I was like, damn, okay.
Because I mean, all you have to do is just, as long as you hydrate and moisturize it, just for a couple of months, however long, and when you get ready to get that retwist, oh baby, you gonna see it. You gonna see that length and growth.
Yeah.
So like when you do less manipulation, your hair grows faster because it's not like you're not putting so much strain on it or whatever. It has room to grow or whatever. I just like keep my hair moisturized. I use rose water on my hair, massage my scalp and stuff, and just go about my day.
Yeah. And that's true because because when you have protective styles, when your hair is not locked, your hair grows faster. So but see, that's the problem. I can't stop touching. I could not stop touching them locks. Like, and then I'm also like I like to see my scalp. So like I was retwisting it every 2 weeks. So I was going to get it retwisted every 2 weeks. And I was like, girl, no, don't do that. Make my hair come out.
Yeah, it might not just be time yet. It might not be time.
It wouldn't be time yet because my hair can stay done for a while. I have 4C hair, so like my hair's so coarse when it's braided. I can keep braids for like I got these done almost a month ago and they still look fine. Like I can keep braids for a while. So I need to just leave things alone, but that's not gonna happen. So that's not gonna happen.
Hey guys, let me put you on.
Mom let me put me on is Fora. He is a singer. He kind of gave me like J. Cole mixed with Londrell vibes or whatever. But I just found him like last week, and I started listening to his music. I saw somebody posted his music, and I was like, oh, I like this song. And I looked it up, and I was like, okay, vibe of it. So his name is THORA, I think. Yeah. THORA.
I'm about to go listen to it because all you had to say was Londrell and J. Cole.
Yes.
Andrell is one of my favorites.
Yes. I love Londrell. Which I want to put on. Well, let me put y'all on to I have some things going on right now. I'm gonna put you guys onto my current business, which is Chanel Feminine Health. I'm not currently selling Yoni steams right now, but I will be coming in September. However, you can still follow my Instagram. I post vagina health. You can find where I'll have yoga classes, group yoga, private yoga, flexibility classes, and stuff like that. And also really soon, like soon, I can't give y'all no dates because my manager told me to keep my mouth closed, but I can't do that. I will be starting pole therapy. So it'll be different than like pole fitness. This is where we'll work on like our sacral chakra. We'll do movement. We'll do journal prompts. We'll meditate. Of course, we're going to learn pole, but I want women to come with an open mind because pole can become therapy, just like dancing, yoga, but like it's more of a creative thing. So you can express yourself in a creative way. So I'm really excited. I had asked about Atlanta because there's not a lot of pole studios in Maryland. So Atlanta has a lot of pole studios that they allow people to rent out. And but I don't want to move there with traffic. But I've been looking there because I have a few cousins there. I've been looking in Florida, but I really don't want to move to Florida because my son is school. But yeah, that's what I have going on right now. That's what I want to put y'all on to. That's coming really soon. I'm really, really, really excited. And I wish I could stop talking about it, but I can't. I'm sorry.
I said I'm definitely gonna join.
Thank you. I will be doing virtual pole therapy as well. So yeah, but I'm really excited. I really wish I could like not tell people. My manager's like, stop telling people, but I'm gonna tell people.
I feel that like when you're excited about something that you're doing, just like you just want to tell the whole world. Like
I gotta tell everybody. And yoga will also be coming back, like real yoga, like weekly sessions. Yes, they will be coming back. They just y'all just gotta hold out until my son go back to school because you see he be trying to interrupt. Trying to interrupt.
He said he run this.
You think it's about him? Yes, he do. Can he be mad?
Yeah. Wait, before we go forward, since y'all putting on to y'all business, I'm about to put y'all onto my business too.
Come on now.
Yes.
Business, Real Effect 360 photo booth. So book me for your next event. 360.
Yes.
360 photo booth or whatever in Atlanta, Georgia. So yeah.
Come on, look at us. Y'all see these three black women?
Business women.
Like, come on. Stop playing with us. You're not one of them.
And you know what? I love that for women. Like women right now, we are so lit. Like right now, women are so strong. Women are getting back. Like women are owning businesses. Women are going to the gym. Women are eating right. Women are leaving these raggedy niggas where we fucking found them. Like I'm so proud of women right now. Like,
yes.
And it's crazy because like it's happening because we're working out and taking better care of ourselves. So mentally, we have become so strong.
Yeah.
Not saying that we weak, but like, you know, like me personally, I feel so much stronger now. But like before, I used to feel so weak because I used to be a man pleaser. Like, you know, I gotta do everything for my nigga to please him and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, you know what? I had a conversation with a dude recently. I was so mad at myself and I was so mad at him. He said, he was like, the reason why, like, it's so easy to manipulate a woman is because women be so quick to give. Like, y'all just give and don't want to receive. It's easy to not give y'all nothing because y'all want to do everything for us. And I was just like,
The audacity.
don't say that. And he was like, think about it. He was like, when men want to do something, we do it. When y'all want to do something, y'all want to make sure we're okay with it. And I was just so mad at him for telling me like that. Like, and I was like, well, that's why we strong now. And we don't give a fuck about y'all.
Right. And that's why a lot of guys, like, because we don't need y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why. Like half these niggas can't do nothing. Can't do shit. Like, can you cook? Can you build a house? Can you change a tire? Can you kill a bug? My toilet is clogged. Can you unclog it? Here's a good question. Can you take the trash out?
The trash. Nigga. Cause
like what? So I'm so proud of women. Us women, we doing that right now. And we're gonna keep doing that.
Doing what we gotta do.
And we're raising kids who's doing that too.
Period.
I know that's right.
Let it first.
We're gonna move on to the game. We're gonna do Would You Rather. Would you rather?
You going first? Yeah.
One of you guys can go first.
Okay, I'll go first. I got me a little
right.
Okay. So my would you rather is, would you rather have Beyonce's talent or Jay-Z's business acumen?
Jay-Z's
business. Yeah. Jay-Z for sure.
Yeah.
Because I don't like being.
I'm a Capricorn. I need that mind so I can make that money.
Okay. Listen, yeah. Let me get that business.
I have a lot of business ideas, so if I had that, I know all my business boom, 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 booming.
Yes.
Facts.
Yes. Like if I wasn't so not even lazy, because I'm not lazy. I just overthink. I'm always up here.
Same, yeah.
And then I don't be knowing how to just like give it to the people. Like I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. So like if I had that, like, ooh, and I went to college for that. So it made me so mad. Like, girl, what you go to college for? You went to college for business and you scared to run a business? Yes, I'd be so mad at myself.
Yes. All right, who
next?
Is
it my turn? All right, no, somebody else go because I gotta think.
Sam.
So my would you rather is, would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed?
You said what?
Underdressed.
Would you rather be overdressed or underdressed?
It depends on the event, honestly. Because I like to dress up, so I like to be like, if it's underdressed, I want to be dressed up. If it's overdressed, I want to be underdressed.
She's a rebel.
Real.
I asked that question and I really don't have an answer for it.
Girl.
As long as I'm comfortable.
That part.
But I'm putting on that day, that's what I'm gonna put on, as long as it's comfortable.
Let me tell y'all something. I have to go with underdressed because I am not Mrs. Put that shit on. Like, I do not put that shit on. I don't. My niggas dress me, and you can always tell what kind of nigga I have at the time because he's dressed me. Like, listen. I'm talented. I'm smart. I'm funny. I can cook. You can't expect me to know how to dress. You gotta.
Oh, I'm a dress up for real. But even when I underdress, it's gonna be like she underdressed, but she fly.
See, and I love seeing women who could dress because I
ain't gonna. Yeah,
like.
Go ahead.
if you look at my wardrobe, you could really like my friends always laugh at me. They were like, yeah, you can tell the phase the nigga you was dealing with at this time. You can tell you was still dealing with your baby father at this time. Like it's so crazy. Like it's ridiculous. Like any nigga I give up, I'd be like, listen, you got me? Because I'll walk out of here in a halter and leggings and slides. Like, what we doing?
It's not about being comfortable, but I'm not gonna lie. The other day, well, like 2 weeks ago, I went out to eat with my family, and it was just like a regular Monday or Tuesday or whatever it was. And that day, I don't know why, y'all. I put on heels, a nice shirt, nice dress, and I walked in the restaurant. Everybody was like, "Girl, we just at a wing spot." And your point is,
and I want to look good at the wing spot.
Exactly.
What you mean?
Leave me alone.
We about to eat seafood. Y'all about to eat seafood. I'm about to eat these wings and this Philly cheese. And I'm about to look cute doing it. How I'm feeling it.
That's true though. Like, yeah. Like I have a cousin like that. And I'm like, whenever we go somewhere, she overdresses and she be like, mind your business. She's like, you can't even dress. I don't know why you're talking to me. Like, wow, thanks. Thanks. Okay, so since I am the sex queen, this will definitely be like a sex would you rather.
Okay.
So would you rather do anal for the rest of your life? Or would you rather only get head for the rest of your life?
Wait. Only get head or give head?
You can only get head.
Give?
Yeah, you can only get, like receive.
Ooh.
Has anybody here done anal?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't feel left out then. Okay. Can anybody tell me their experiences? Like, did it hurt? Was it bad? Would you do it again?
Yes, I would definitely do it again. I'm gonna answer that first. I would definitely do it again. I would definitely. First time I tried, first off, y'all try with the right person. Cause that man was a great. I did like it. I was about to cry. I did cry. Like, I'm not doing this. It hurt so bad because he was just trying to jam it in. Like,
ooh,
it hurt. Ooh. It hurt so bad. And then this, when I actually finally did it, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I was under the influence. I was high. I was tipsy, so I felt good. So when I did it, I was like, this hurts so good. I like this. But it was scary at first because it was hard for me to relax.
Yeah.
Hard for me to relax.
My first time I did it, I was drunk as fuck. Yeah, I was drunk. Like, I was drunk or whatever. And it's like, I remember, but I don't remember. So it's just, I don't really think that count. But then the guy I'm with now, I started doing with him, I was scared. And I was like, wait a minute. But then, the first time I did it with him, I was drunk and high, as per usual. I'm always high. But when I was sober, that's when I felt it for real, when I was sober. So I had to like really like talk him into it, like, you gotta do it slow or whatever. But I would definitely do it again. Definitely.
Nah. The first time it hurt so fucking bad because he was so rough. Like, I introduced the idea and he tried to kill me. Like,
but why
no, like
it was to pound it?
You cannot pound a butt. Like, what is wrong with you?
And I be like, I'm not gonna lie, I be so scared. I'm like, you doing it hard. I'm scared shit gonna come out.
Yes, yes.
Relax yourself. Because if you doing this for you or me or both of us, like it has to be some kind of balance.
It has to be here.
Yeah, like this ain't just about you because you're my boo-boo hole. All right.
You're my boo-boo hole. Stop playing.
No, ain't doing it.
No, like the first time he did it, he was back. Well, the first time I got it done, he was back there and he spit in it. And because I brought the idea up, I was like, "Let's can we?" And he was like, "Yeah." And we was drinking, and we was doing it, and I felt him take it out, and he spit in it, and then he when he was putting it in, he was doing it slow, and it was fine. I was good. Then he started treating it like it was a coochie, and I'm like,
Oh my goodness.
y'all, I stopped breathing. I started crying. I was like, please stop, please, please. He would not stop. So I had to push him off. And then he tried to go back in. And I was like, The second one though that I did it with, he took care of me. I miss him. He took care of me. He didn't do it from the back. He laid me in missionary. But he took care of me. Like he was eating my butt and then like eating my vagina, and he would finger my butt. And then when we were doing it, he was fingering, like he was trying to prep me. And then when he did it, he was so calm. He was so gentle. And it was an amazing experience.
Y'all niggas take fucking notes.
Okay.
Shoot.
Yes.
That pounding
That's
shit.
the one who loved me.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. I miss him.
Big time.
Yeah.
So,
but back to the question. Would you rather have anal or head?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go with I'd rather get head for the rest of my life, because you can't be back there all the time every day.
I'd rather get head and anal at the same damn time.
That's not the question.
Wait, is
That's not the question.
Is this with the same person, or is it like with a different person every time? This is like a hard question, bro, because it's like it all depends on the person and what they're good at.
Oh. Okay, but that's your preference. Yeah. And you have to choose which one you want to do for the rest of your life. Now, if you want to do anal with multiple people for the rest of it, that's on you.
I got it. I'm gonna get the head, but you're gonna stick your finger in my.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Balance. There we go.
Balance. I'm gonna go with that too. I'm gonna go with your answer.
I like that answer better.
I like her answer too, because listen, with head, it's very versatile. You could, you can use the fingers, right. You don't need to penetrate with your penis. Half these niggas don't even know how to penetrate anyways. Right. So, I like your answer. You gave me the idea.
Yeah.
There we go.
Don't even pay attention to what I said. I was playing.
Oh man.
Okay, so y'all, we're gonna go. Wait. What? You did everybody did one? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. So, for you guys, we do have a new prompt, a new set for. We're gonna skip over for phase 7. Couldn't get that, and we're just gonna go right to our quotes. My quote is simple: be who you are, love who you are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, me next? Oh, sorry. My quote is never let lame shit make you do lame shit. Stay solid.
I like that.
Yes. I got that from Instagram. It was a quote. I've been keeping that on me because, people been testing my gangster. Huh?
I said, I just pulled out my pen because I like that.
Okay. Yeah. People have been testing my gangster, and I'm trying to stay solid before I have to. I'm not gonna do that.
Exactly.
I have evolved. I'm a grown woman now.
I know that's right.
Yeah. I'm lying, y'all. I'm not grown. I am lying, girl. It's so funny that I even said something like that, because I was reflecting, and I was asking the niggas that I used to talk to, like, what's one thing about me that they didn't like about me, and they all said the same thing, y'all. They all said I'm abusive, and I have to work on that. They all every last one of them, they say you get angry and you just, I don't know who you are, and you just become abusive. And I was like, so I have to not let lame shit take me there, I suppose.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's my goal. So my quote is, do what you love what you do. That's like my motto. I got it tattooed on me right here. But yeah, do what you love what you do.
Yes. Because it's hard to, it's easy to get lost.
So y'all, that was the episode for now. I really enjoyed this episode, this conversation. Tori, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me. I had so much fun, y'all. Yes. I haven't laughed in a couple of days, so this made me feel so
that's
good.
all we do is laugh. Like,
yes. I hope you guys have me again soon.
For sure. Yes. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I was kind of skeptical asking. I was like, I don't know if she's gonna say yeah or not, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
No, I'm excited. I was nervous because this is my first podcast, and like right before we got on, I was talking to my sister, and I was like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. She was like, just be yourself. Like,
right, yeah.
She was like, just be yourself. Like, it's not scary. You're gonna be fine. I was like, but it's my first podcast. She was like, yeah, and go in there and say everything that you always be saying, which is out of pocket. So I'm excited. I'm happy though. I'm really, and you asked me at a really good time. Like, I feel like I manifested you, like God sent you, because I have been saying like, I want something to happen. I want to speak. I want to do something. And like a day later, I got a DM from you. So
the crazy thing is, was supposed to ask you and I was procrastinating. I was like, she probably not going to say yeah. And then Sam was like, did you ask her? Did you ask her? I was like, oh, no, not yet. And I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and ask her, get it out the way. If she said no, then oh, well. So then I asked you and he was like, oh, yeah. So your response really surprised me. I was like, oh, she said she's excited. So I was like, okay, it's lit. It's lit.
Do I give y'all me? I give y'all me? Like, I
don't give me, I feel like that with all people, honestly. I be scared to ask anybody to podcast. So just like, I just hope they say yeah, because I really want them to be on here or whatever. So it's like anybody that I feel like I want on a podcast. It's like, I'm not just choosing them just to choose them. It's like, I know that they can bring something. They're knowledgeable in what they know and what they do. So it's like, dang, I really want this person on here. So it's like,
and we've been following your journey. Like we both ordered the yoni themes. We did your yoga, and it was just like, she would be a dope person, like for real. Like we love your vibe, like we really do. Like you know,
make me cry.
I found you.
I appreciate you guys so much. I'm gonna leave.
I found you on YouTube like years ago, like with your natural hair.
Oh my gosh.
That's how I found you, and I followed you on Instagram and followed you ever since. And then I was like, oh, she's doing yoga now. So I was like, okay. And I started taking your yoga classes, and I was like, I'm on the podcast.
Yo, girl, I look back on those videos and I'll be like, ah, my God, please.
But it's growth, though. It's growth.
It is growth. Oh my God, I was a baby in those videos, y'all.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Like, just hearing that you've been here from the start, like that's when it started, like the natural hair. So that's crazy. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And I hope to see y'all soon.
Same, and keep doing what you're doing, because you're inspiring a lot of people. You may not.
Thank you.
A lot of people. You're inspiring a lot of people, and you may not get some of the responses that you think that you want, but people are listening and they're taking notes. So definitely know that.
Thank you. I won't stop. It feels good to hear that, because lately I've just been wanting to quit. I'm not gonna hold you.
Sure don't. The thing about it is, I mean, like, we live in a weird society. Like, a lot of people are watching. A lot of people may not respond or react to things, but a lot of people are definitely watching and they're taking notes, and you're making an impact on their life, even though you don't get that feedback or anything.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you guys.
You're
I
welcome,
appreciate it. And I'll see y'all soon.
girl. You have a good night.
You too.
Have a good one. Wait, before you go, plug yourself one more time for
Oh
everyone.
yeah.
Can follow you. Follow you.
So my Instagram is @_ Tori Chanel. And my business page is Chanel Feminine Health. Soon I will have another Instagram for pole therapy. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna call it yet, but it'll be in my bio with Chanel Feminine Health. And yeah, you can catch me soon. I will be selling Yoni steams again soon, probably September, October. I just have to wait to get these herbs. Like I have to find a new herb plug. But pole therapy, yoga, and meditation will all be, and flexibility sessions will all be back really soon, group and private and virtual. So you can catch me there. Any questions you want to ask me, asking a question is free. So my DMs are always open. Like I know people charge to ask questions. Just ask whatever you need to know, whatever question you have, just DM me. I check my DMs every day. So yeah. And I'm not mean because I get that I'm mean a lot and people don't want to ask me nothing. I'm not mean. I'm a sweet person.
Thank you. Yeah, make sure y'all follow her, book her, buy her herbs, her teas, and all that. All of that.
Yes.
Yes.
Hola. Thank you.
Welcome. You have a good night. Have fun with your son tonight.
Bye, y'all. He's going to bed.
All right, good night.
Good night, guys.